It's now time for interview number 4, taking us into 10 o'clock. We've got Cape Town-born TV and radio personality Zoe Brown, who is no stranger to RX Radio. Since her win on the presenter search back in 2015, she has become a familiar face in many households across the country. Just like a lot of us here at RX Radio, she has a passion for radio, having started on campus and, of course, now being on KFM's drive time show, The Flash Drive, with Carl Wasty, which has shown so much support for RX Radio and is naturally becoming an important part of the RX Radio community. Zoe joins us on our celebration day today to discuss her journey and the big win the KFM Flash Drive team had on Family Feud South Africa a couple of weeks back on the 16th of August, resulting in a 48,100 Rand donation to our birthday campaign. Zoe, thank you so much for joining me this morning and welcome to our big birthday broadcast.
Oh, Alex, I feel so honored. Thank you for that lovely intro and happy birthday to you guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's incredible to have you on. And obviously, as I was saying, you've played a big part in RX Radio, big supporters over at the Flash Drive of RX Radio. So how has RX Radio and being involved with RX Radio changed your perception of radio as a medium? This question comes from Amira.
Oh, well, you know what? That's such a sweet question. I love what you guys do at RX Radio. I have volunteered in the hospital a couple of times, and you can hear the radio and the music in the background. And it's just nice to know that the person talking to you or the person you're listening to through the radio, like they're your friend, they're your companion, because on radio you speak to that one person. Because if you're alone in a room or alone in your car, that is, that's your companion. And I love listening to the radio. And what you guys do is incredible. I love that it is, kids that have had a part within the hospital that gets this experience, they get this training, and these are life skills you can take into any industry as you grow up. So everything you guys do is amazing, and that's why I just want to keep supporting you however I can and just encourage you guys to keep dreaming big the way you do.
And leading on from that, Nuru asks, why did the KFM team pick RX Radio to be their charity on Family Feud?
For us, it was a no-brainer. We love and are passionate about children. We have had the RX Radio team come through and visit our studios. So when we had to choose a charity, we were like, if we're going to do children, we might as well do children that's in radio, and that's you guys. So that's why we chose you.
Awesome, quick, simple, and I think it's incredible that you were able to think of RX Radio and to get the message of RX Radio out there on Family Feud. I know that when we heard about it, the RX Radio WhatsApp group went a little bit berserk, but it is our...
And you know what was quite funny is we weren't allowed to say anything. It had to be a complete surprise. I couldn't even message you to be like, hey, tune in, maybe see what's happening on the show. We weren't allowed to say anything. So I'm glad you guys were able to, among your WhatsApp group, share the news that's happening on Family Feud.
Yeah, definitely. The surprise did work because it was very surprising and people got quite excited. Yeah, it was very cool. And the money is going towards our third birthday celebration. Obviously, we are raising money through our third birthday. So one of the questions we've been asking this morning is, if we look now to the future, we've celebrated RX Radio has been now 3 years on air. But if we look to the future, where do you see RX Radio in 5 years?
Well, I would love to hear it in my car when I'm driving around in the road. So I can see you guys expanding beyond your current broadcasting capacity. I know you can stream online, but I definitely think there is a big future for what you guys have in store.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that is something that RX Radio is definitely looking forward to, and I know it's one of the goals from when we originally set out, so we're crossing fingers and hoping for that in the future. Finally, Zoe, just quick last question. If you had to sell RX Radio to somebody and only had a few minutes of their time to do so, what would you say?
Well, I will tell them that if they have not heard of RX Radio, they need to Google it and they need to stream, because they are talented and brilliant individuals that are sharing their personal journeys, they are sharing their passions, they are very passionate about what they do, there's music. It is literally something for everyone, and if they haven't listened yet, they are missing out.
Fantastic. Zoe, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, and enjoy the rest of the birthday celebrations.
We're definitely going to enjoy it over on our side. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Cool. Bye, Alex.
You are listening to RX Radio.
For and by children.
RX Radio. RX Radio rocks.